At the end of this video, you'll be able to know if moving to the UK is gonna be for you, or you should just stay in your country where you have the peace, the freedom, and all that you have at this moment that you're enjoying. So don't move to the UK if you have any of the 8 things I'm going to be listing out. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time, my name is Precious. On this channel, I create contents that has to do with family, relationship, and I also pray with a lot of you as well, because guess what? Prayer changes things, and guess what? Prayer is very important as well. Anyway, so I share content like that. So if you enjoy my content, please press the subscribe button. Yes, and also turn on the notification bell. Yes, very, very important. Give me a like, because the like that you press goes a long way to actually make a lot of people find our video and also watch it. Thank you so much. So today I'm going to be talking about don't move to the UK if 8 things I'm going to be listing out, because honestly, when I go on YouTube, relocation vlog, moving to the UK, 5 months, 1 year later, going back to Nigeria, regrets my moving to the UK, I regret my moving to the UK, I regret my moving to the UK. I don't want to hear those stories. So it's actually important that you know where you're going to, you prepare yourself and you go there, and if anything happens, you're already prepared. And if anything happens that you're not prepared for, you know that okay, those ones are the additions that life comes with. So I'm going to be listing 8 things that if you have these 8 things, please, my brother and sister, just stay where you are. Don't bother yourself. Number 1, don't move to the UK if you dislike the culture of the people. Now, why I'm saying this is because I have come across a lot of people that literally hate this country. The way they speak about the country, the way they speak about the queen, the way they speak about the king, the way they speak about the royal family, the way they speak about the things about the country, the tax system, the way the country is being run, you can just tell that they dislike the country. Why are you here? There's Canada, there's Australia, there's America, there's even your country where you're coming from. So if you know you don't like the culture, Precious, what's the culture? Read about where you're going to. Know what they do and what they don't do, so that you know the culture. A lot of people are here, and honestly, I've met a lot of negative people. I just don't want to meet them again. And if I find myself in a situation where there are so many, I just leave, because I can't stand people who they're in a country and they just don't like anything about the country. There's a new policy, they are antagonizing it. They are talking about black life, this, black that. All they do is black. Any tiny thing that happened to them, racism. Please, just stay in your country. So, if you don't like the culture of the people, stay where you are. Very important. Don't come to the UK if you are not ready to do things alone. I know I'm saying this because in Nigeria, where I come from, labor is free. It's like almost free. I'm using that word almost free because labor is very, very cheap. You can get a chef, you can get a cleaner, you can get someone who's going to look after your baby, a nanny, you can get this, you can get that. You can get a lot of things very, very cheap in Nigeria, very, very cheap in Africa compared to here. So if you know you don't even know how to do a lot of things, it's either you learn them before you come, or you come prepared that you're going to do it by yourself, or you're going to spend the money. Don't come here, you can't even make your daughter's hair, and by the time you go to a hairdresser, they give you 60 pounds, you start complaining. Don't come here where you can't even fix an ordinary bulb that goes out in your house. Don't come here where you can't even fix a table, you can't even assemble things. To learn them. In fact, everybody in this country is a handyman and is a handywoman, because the money you're going to spend asking somebody to come and assemble something, use it to buy grocery. So if you can't do something by yourself, you're literally handicapped. But you know what I mean by being handicapped? Stay where you are. It's not for you. UK is not for you. Don't come to this country if you don't like winter, the darkness that comes with winter. A lot of people think it's a joke. This is winter. By the time it's 4 o'clock, it's dark. Yes, I'm telling you the truth. And it's not going to be bright until 7, 8 the next morning. So if you're someone who you're very not comfortable with the weather, because a lot of people as well become very, very unwell. They become sick when it starts getting dark. Then you know that UK is not for you. Go and find country that it will be bright at least until 6 o'clock in the evening. But in the UK, during winter season, autumn winter season, it starts getting dark. This morning, 7 o'clock, it was still dark. So it's true. And that's why we changed time as well. You know, by the end of October, we're going to change time, and during spring, we change time again. That's how it works in the UK. So if you know you're not comfortable with the darkness that comes with the autumn and winter, go to another country or remain in Nigeria, where you have your darkness at a particular time and you have your bright daylight at a particular time. Don't come to the UK if you don't have savings to start with. Now, I have seen a lot of videos on YouTube. It's almost like every day where people come to the UK and someone was saying that they only had £20 left in their account, they only had £30 left in their account. Now, don't get me wrong, a lot of these people actually came with savings, but some of them maybe didn't get a job straight away, and they had to dig into their savings to the point that they were almost running low. So I would always say that if you're going to come to the UK, please have money at least for 2-3 months that you're going to live on, because you don't know how long it's going to take you to get a job. Yeah, jobs are here, those jobs that you may not like, but they are here, but it may take you a bit longer to get it. In UK, we don't do boro. Go and get your credit card and borrow your credit card. I don't think anyone's going to be giving you a credit card when you're coming from Nigeria. That's a month. So come with as much savings as you can. Don't come to the UK if you have a very poor work ethics. This is very, very important. If you have a very poor work ethics, don't come to the UK. UK is a place where if you're working 12-hour shifts, sis, you're working 12-hour shifts. If you're working 3-hour shift, sis, you're working 3-hour shift. You're not working 2 hours, 59 minutes. You're working 3-hour shift. It's a place where you do your work. Do your work. It's not a place where you come to work 8 o'clock. You come to work 11 o'clock and you leave 1 o'clock. No. You have the time that you come into work. Even if there's nothing to do at work, you will remain in that place of work until your time expires before you go. It's not a place where you come and you'll be pressing your phone up and down and you'll be on the phone, hello, and be shouting. You're not doing that at work. Your phone stays somewhere else where you're doing work. The work ethics in the UK is very, very high, and I guess it's the same in Canada and other parts of the world. So if you're someone who has a very poor work ethics, like you don't do your job, please just remain where they will sack you. Simple. Everybody has their rules they're supposed to be doing. If you're lagging behind in your own, they will sack you. They don't care who you are. They don't care your qualification. If you have a PhD, they will sack you. So if you have a very poor work ethics, I think you just remain where you are, because UK is a place where if you have poor work ethics, it's either you learn to up your game or you just remain and be doing your village champion where you are. Don't come to the UK if you carry your title on your head. A lot of Africans love to have their titles: Doctor, Mrs., Barrister, Doctor, PhD, CCC, LLA, MPP, KKK. People like title. In this place, they call you by your name. Precious, Miss Precious, Miss this, Miss that. Even the doctors that are GP, they just call them by their name. It's very, very rare for you. You know one of the ways you will know this is when you go look at our politicians. A lot of them are doctors. Say doctor this, doctor that. How many politicians in the UK that do you see that they call doctor, barrister? Most of them are doctors. Most of them are barristers. Most of them are lawyers. Most of them are engineers. But they don't carry that title on their head. If you're someone who, if they don't call you Dr. Praise, Dr. Mary, Dr. this, Dr. that, you'll be angry. Stay where you are, where they are calling you doctor from morning to night. Don't carry your doctor and come to the UK, because nobody will even know that you're a doctor. Even if they do, the doctor is not your name. They will call you your name. Don't come to the UK if your parenting values don't align with the rules of this country. Africans, we can beat, we can smack, we can shout, we can do. In the UK, they don't beat. In the UK, they don't smack. We know all of this, right? A lot of us know. A lot of us that came to this UK know that we don't smack, we don't beat, we don't do all of that, but we still carry our bad attitude and come. And this is the reason a lot of Nigerians, a lot of Africans have lost their kids to the system. It's better you stay at home and look after your children than to come here, do something to your child, and your child is taken away from you. I tell you what, those children that are raised by the system, most of them don't turn out okay. And honestly, I would rather you're in Nigeria and look after your child than come here, they take your child off you. So what's the point of coming to the UK when your children are taken off you? So if you know that your parenting standard, your parenting values don't align with the values of this country or with the rules of this country, please remain where you are in your country, so that you'll be a mother that you're supposed to be. Don't come to the UK if you have a patriarchal mindset. This one, it has been ruining a lot of marriages. It has been ruining a lot of relationships, because that gari and soup that you want to eat fresh, you want your whole wife to sit down or kneel down to serve you in Nigeria. You also want to come to the UK and want your wife to give you fresh okra soup, fresh ogbono soup, and kneel down and eat down and work here. It doesn't work. Your wife is going to work, you're going to work, you're going to be eating frozen, you're going to be eating takeout, you're going to be eating a lot of food that may not be very healthy, or the way you've been enjoying pounded yam. You don't like the one that they use blender, you like the one that they use mortar and pestle to knack for you. It doesn't work here. If you have that patriarchal mindset where you're in charge, you don't want your wife to do anything, you will die on time, because you will work and you kill yourself. So if you know you have patriarchal mindset, you just go and sort it out before you come here, because here families work as a team, family look after one another, family do things together, family support each other. There's no one on top and the other person is below. Everybody work as a team to make it work. Now, these are the 8 things that if you have these things, if you come to this country with these things, I tell you what, you're going to be in trouble. It's not a prophecy, it's the reality of life. You're going to be in trouble. So don't come to the UK if you have any of these 8 things that I've listed out. Have you enjoyed this video? Yes, you did. If you did, press the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, give me a like, press that like button, and also let me know in the comment section, is there anything you think that don't come to the UK, or don't come to Canada, or don't come to the US, or don't come to any of these countries if you have this? Put it on the comment section so that people will watch. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye for now. Bye.